Good morning. We are off to go thrifting to find maybe some antique Christmas pieces. I have some scratch offs that were found in our junk drawer, so I'm gonna see if there's anything on it. And later tonight, we're gonna take a trip across state lines to the best home goods ever. And when I say across state lines, I just mean PA to Jersey, which is not like a big deal. But it is a big deal because it's the best home goods ever for home decor. It's so big. It's one of those that are like attached to a Marshall's. So it's gigantic and they have amazing holiday decor every year. And I specifically go for Hanukkah because it is a big, I guess, bigger Jewish population over there. So they do have a lot more like cooler stuff, classy, not so like birthday party paper crafts type that I see a lot like at Target and things like that, to go with my Hanukkah room that's kind of going on here, Hanukkah Christmas. So I did find this beautiful ornament, not last year, but the year before. And I actually just use it as a door decor. I just put it on the doorknob and let it hang from the bathroom door that is back here. And then I found these Kurt Adler. It's a nutcracker and a gingerbread house. I found it at Villa Orchards in Media, so I'm super excited about that. And it's getting there. In the kitchen, we are doing more of a kitschy type of feel, so it's going to be really fun and colorful. So one garland is up, and I have Max and I's New York ice skating puzzle and some gingerbread Christmas trees. I still have a couple of other things here, but it's really messy over here because I've been like really decluttering and getting rid of a lot of stuff at the same time as decorating. So it's been a challenge, but let's move on because we have a lot of things to do today. Okay, so we're on our way to the thrift store. One thing that I'm looking for in particular are, this is gonna be hard because I need 3, or at least 2, I hope. 2 urn-like vases to display paperwhites, poinsettias, or amaryllis. So I like, the holy grail would be like silver urn-like vases. But that's really hard to find. So that's why I'm going to the Home Goods later on, because I know that they'll have something there for sure. But if I could find it at a thrift store for more reasonable price, why not? So that's one thing that I'm like hoping to find at the thrift store. Now, the other thing is just kind of generalized, is just classic Ralph Lauren-esque pieces. So that's that. We're almost there. So I will bring you guys along with me inside and see what we can find. Okay, we're home and I'm about to show you the best haul ever. You can kind of already see what's going on, but look at these. Gorgeous. I need to polish them, but they will look amazing. I'm thinking the back room, it's green, blue, gold over there. And then I found another pair of lamps. These are a lot smaller. They're so unique. I was thinking the kitchen. And then last but not least, it's giving beachy 70s vibe, and this will be perfect for the living room. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I'm so excited. And then I'm rummaging through like the glassware. You know, I'm a sucker for colored glass. And I'm looking and I'm like, what the heck is that? Found this today. Found this 4 years ago in Alabama. Same exact I had to get it. I was like, this is crazy. Like, what are the chances? North, south, cross country. The twins have been reunited. So we have to do something cool with these. And then I found a really cute green tea coffee mugs with their matching plates. And then I found 3 beautiful crystal decanters for, I'm thinking I'm going to use it for the holiday party, but I was thinking to put them in my husband's office and make him a little bar area, which I think would be so fun. And then at checkout, I was like, oh, I'm going to put this back. This is really expensive. It's like a used wine bottle for $7. And then she was like, do you really want it? I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, here. But don't try to return it because it won't be like on the receipt. She gave it to me for free. The reason why I wanted it is because at work, I'm doing a Hanukkah setup. And I thought this would be perfect because of the blue. Because we're selling like little wine bottle accessories with like a scarf and a hat, and I thought this would be cute to have it on display so people can see it. But that is the haul, and I'm so excited to put these out. Okay, I found this beautiful tartan fabric at Hobby Lobby. Christmas fabric's 50% off right now. The gold has the glitter in it, and I got over 8 yards for $34 instead of buying 4 tablecloths that are probably around, the cheapest probably 20 to 30, even 40 each. So this is a steal. I'm gonna start rolling it out and cut it. We're not gonna sew the edges. I just don't have the time or the patience because I have 2 weeks to set up for this party. This is the vibe. And then I found these amazing like ginger jar-esque vases. So I can put one in front of each window and do a big Christmas arrangement. We need to move some things around. This is very lopsided. It was an idea, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it anymore. That I need to get rid of, but look at the holiday bar. It's coming together. It's looking so sophisticated. And this is the lamp I found at Goodwill today. I just need to find a shade for it that will go with the vibe. Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm on my way to TJ Maxx. I'm looking, remember we got those gold lamps at Goodwill?
Book update failed.
Well, I'm looking for little, they call them drink stands, so they're like skinnier, tinier, like side tables. So I was thinking to find something like that. I've seen gold with green marble, which I think would look amazing in that room. And actually in any room, if I were to like change things up, that would be the dream. But if I can just find gold with marble, 2 of the same type, that would be amazing. So we're on our way, and wish me luck. Fingers crossed that I can find at a reasonable price, because they are actually pretty pricey for such a small piece of furniture. I think the cheapest is maybe $50 per, because of the marble tops. But I have a good feeling about this, so let's do it. Okay, I went to TJ Maxx and they did not have them. The whole like potting section, like plant stand side tables were totally gone, and it was filled with Christmas stuff, which is so sad. So then I went to the second store, which was At Home. They did have some with like white marble and then gold like stand part, but they were double the price of what I saw before, which is like 120. And I wasn't gonna do that. I just don't feel like a little drink table is worth that much. And then the lady, when I was checking out for like my Columbia jacket at TJ Maxx, she was like, oh, you should check Home Goods because they usually always carry things like that year round because it's a home decor store. Whereas TJ Maxx is more of like clothing, jewelry, purses, and then seasonal. So I went to Home Goods and I was looking around, couldn't find anything in the furniture section, and then I started looking at like coffee table books, and then right under in that section of coffee table books I saw them. Literally what I asked for. Green marble with gold detailing, and they're right next to me. Ah! I can't believe I found exactly what I wanted, and they were on sale. They have a red sticker for $49. They're originally $59.99, which is not a huge difference, but like I really needed them and I couldn't find them anywhere else for that price. So I was like, check, 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 check. So I'm so happy. I'm on my way back home because in 45 minutes is my friend's baby shower. So I'm going to that. So I won't be able to set up the stands until I get back home from that. Let's get ready for the baby shower. We have to go to Home Depot as well to get stones for planting our paperwhites together. So let's do it. The cutest baby shower ever. I loved it. Like all the detail was gorgeous. But now we're on our way to Home Depot to get pebbles for our paperwhites because we're going to go home and we're going to do this thing. Like, I'm actually really concerned because it is November 16th and it usually takes 4 weeks. Yeah, I don't think my paperwhites are going to be blooming for the party, which sucks. So I'm still going to plant them, but we'll might need to add like some faux greenery or berries to the arrangement for the party. It is what it is. But I'm so excited. I think the biggest win of all are these freaking side tables that are in my car. I can't wait to actually show you the full table and put the lamps on them. And then I think maybe next week I'll go back. I did see at Home they had a good amount of lampshades, so that's awesome because I was getting nervous that I was gonna have to order them on Amazon. I didn't know like sizing and all that. So At Home, and then also the Home Goods that I went to find these tables were at also had oh look, I'm passing my house as I'm not paying attention. Love that for me. Let's turn here. That Home Goods also has some lampshades like in the corner, and I think some of them were actually on sale. So I'll go back to see if I can find any pairs. That I think is going to be the biggest challenge with lampshades, not like finding a lampshade that works with the lamp, but mostly just finding a pair that matches. So I'll see you at home. Good morning. Today is another day, and I was scrolling through TikTok last night, and a lot of people are talking about this I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. A new antique or maybe thrift store, and it's called Dysfunction. It's in PA, in Malvern, PA. So I'm gonna drive all the way over there and check it out. So you're gonna come with me, and we're also gonna hit a Needlepoint store. Okay, I'm changed. I'm just wearing jeans and red little flats. I have my sweater on because it's cold out, and a white tee that just says Levi's. And I just wanted to show you what I'm going in for. The first one is a blue bow. Going to stick with blue colors, but a little bit lighter. It's just I didn't have the exact paint color for it. Then the other one, I'm going to do, I tried to modify the ring so it looks closer to mine. And so I just need, instead of gold, I'm gonna do like a light green or champagne color to match the color of my stone. And then I put our initials in the rings. And then I made a little cake. I'm not sticking to these colors. It'll all be, the cake will be white, and then the details will be silver and gold as well. And then I started working on a Ralph Lauren polo inspired bear, but he's gonna have an Alabama sweater on for UA. I don't have the exact colors, so I'm just gonna go in, like exact color for the paint, so I'm just gonna go in knowing that these colors don't match what the vision is for. So I'm just gonna go in with it. Might as well just go get the thread now, because this I'll be able to finish literally probably in like 20 to 30 minutes. So yes, that's what we're going in for. We're going in for thread, and these are all 13 mesh. And then I realized when I sent my husband to buy the 13 mesh, I actually needlepoint on 18 mesh, so it's my bad. So we have to go in and buy new thread, because none of the thread for my 18, like that are 18 that I have, work with this canvas, of course. So that's the plan. Good morning. It is actually Thanksgiving. I forgot to vlog for the rest of the day, of course. There's nothing new about that. I'm really trying to make this a consistent thing, but it's not really working out for me. But I am here to show you what I got at the Needlepoint store. So the first one is called Greystone Needlepoint. They were not open. That was disappointing, because they're more of like a new age needlepoint. Like their canvases that they choose are definitely more of like a millennial, like younger crafter style. But that's okay. I can go next week. But I did stop at 2 other needlepoint stores. One was a older gentleman, and I got my things for oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just woke up. I'm like in a brain fog right now. So we got for the bridal canvases that I painted. Let me show you. So the first one is this just blue bow. Let me put a face tracker so I can put this thing down. Okay. So the first canvas that I painted is this blue bow, and I don't have the acrylic paints like for every shade. So this is not the true blues that I wanted, but I just had to paint it. So these are the blues. So I have the lighter blue and the darker blue. I'm hoping that this is not too dark, but this was like the only next level blue they had. So that's what we went with this. And then for this bride cake, I liked the colors of the original design, but I thought I would make it my own and change things up, which I already started on this canvas. So I'm thinking white cake with silver and gold details, and then when I was starting to work on it, I realized I should have also gotten the rose gold, because there's actually 3 colors on this canvas for the details, but that's okay. It's not a big deal, but I did start on it, and I don't know. I started on the top tier. The outline's going to be silver instead of blue, and then the detailing I made gold, and of course the cake is white. So that's that. And then the third canvas, I'm actually done with the design kind of ish. I still haven't done the diamond because I want the diamond to match my ring, which my ring is an antique setting with a green stone. I also did French knots because my stone is actually surrounded by diamonds in a leaf shape. It's very me. So I did French knots around that, and I'm going to do a gold background, but this is what that looks like. I did G and M in gold as well. So that's that. And then I went to another needlepoint store. And this is the one actually that Max went and got me a canvas at. And the owner was absolutely lovely. Her name, her store is called Needle Me in Haverford, I think. And I did buy another canvas. So I'm working on a Ralph Lauren inspired bear, but with the sweater having a big A for Alabama. Cheater, enough, please. So I did get all of the thread for that, and I actually was told that I should upgrade to silk or silk cotton. I can't remember. What does this say? 100% silk. She said I'm going to like it more in that I need to get away from the beginner threads. And they do feel a lot softer. They're just a lot more expensive. They were like $7.50 each. But I did, cheater, enough. He's licking his butthole right next to me. It's so rude. So yeah, so the original, there's a couple of things that I'm changing on the canvas, and I'm going to show you. I started painting it, not the true colors, but instead of the black eyes and the black nose, I'm going to do a dark brown so that there's not too much of a contrast, and I muted a lot of the colors so they're not as bright. It's not as bright of an Alabama. Well, I guess it is. This is the Alabama red, and then this is the the shadowing part. It's more of a burgundy. It's not really showing up though. And then I got muted blues, not of a royal blue, but more of a muted blue for the jeans. And I think that's all that I changed. I already had white, so I don't need to buy white, I don't think. We'll see, because a lot of the bridal canvases need a lot of white, so I might need to go back for more white. But we'll get there when we get there. And then I bought another hand-painted canvas, and my goal is to buy a round of every city or country that Max and I have been to as a couple. So I did buy a hello, I'm over here. Hello. I did buy a London round, and I thought this was gorgeous and more of a modern canvas. Because I have noticed that the needlepoint stores I went into, they're definitely a different vibe, And this is more of like my age vibe. So I'm excited for that. And I'm seeing like the London and the gates are all in gold, which I'm going to be completely honest, just from my bridal canvases, first time working with these, I absolutely hate it. But it's fine. This is more of a detailing. It's not like a whole freaking background that I decided to do for these rings. But it's going to be a good keepsake forever and ever. Forever and ever. And then I ordered this on Amazon. It's a headlamp. And I know that sounds really silly, but oh my gosh, it's life-changing. Like, you can actually see everything. So get yourself a headlamp. The key is finding one that the light can go like 90 degrees, because so that your neck is not like this the whole time if it doesn't move. So then in this case, you can look at it and just move the light down to the canvas. I didn't think of that. My husband did. Isn't he the best? But anyways, I think that's everything. The lady the owner of Needle Me is so amazing. She helped me so much, and I had so many questions, and she was like, you could tell when a person is super passionate and loves what they do. And she was just so open to just talking to me and helping me out, and so excited to see that younger people are coming into her shop. She says like there's like a new wave of younger women especially coming into her shop and wanting to learn needlepoint, and we're all like from the wave of learning from TikTok and social media. So she's like super excited. And she also taught me something that I've never seen on social media before, so I'm gonna give it to you. So when you get a skein, I had to learn this on my own. So I was looking like how long should the thread be when you like start off your needlepoint. So there was one online source that said to just do it like an arm length and then cut it. But then when I went in, she's like, do you know how to cut your thread? And I was like, no, I've never heard of this. What do you mean cut my thread? So she told me when you get a new skein, you're going to obviously cut this part that's holding it together. And then it's going to unravel to a longer piece. And from there, this loop you're going to cut, and then you're going to cut this loop as well. And then you're going to tie them together so they're already pre-cut for you. And also you're going to knot them around so that they don't become tangled, which I thought was genius. And it's so simple. I also was like asking her, like, how do I know, like, what needle size and thread size I have, like if I were to go home and I got them all mixed up. And she said you could tell the thread is a lot thicker than an 18, which this is my first time on 13. These are all 13s. And then the actual like hand painted canvases that I've been buying, those are all 18. So I'm used to an 18. So I'm moving pretty quickly on these canvases here. What else? Yeah, she was lovely, and I'm super excited. I think after all of these are done, I would love to make one a frame. So either our wedding photo or a honeymoon photo, which our honeymoon's coming up. It's actually in a week, which I'm super excited about. We're going to St. Lucia, and Max surprised me with booking a photo session of like beach portraits, so I could use maybe those photos. And then I also want to do a belt for my husband, so I was thinking to do a brown lab because his boy is Jeter, the one that was just licking his booty. That he got that dog in college and they're best buddies, so I was thinking about doing that. And then I kind of mentioned it to him yesterday, and he's like, I would probably wear one that has like golf. Winston, enough please. And that's my boy. Winnie, please stop. That he would wear the golf one more. And I thought, you could still wear the brown lab. But anyways, if that's what you want, that's what I'll do. So I think I'm gonna go. I saw that on an online needlepoint store. They have a section where you can customize a belt. So you can get it hand hand painted, like customized, so you can choose the icons you want on the canvas. And I think I'm going to do that just because it'll be more versatile. And we have 4 dogs. He loves golf. He used to play baseball. He still loves baseball. So there's a lot of little things that I could, he's also an accountant. So there's a lot of little things that I could add to it to personalize. So it's like literally designed and made for him. But yeah, that's going to be after honeymoon, probably like January projects, just because I have so many projects right now. I'm going to attempt to try to finish at least these 2 before the honeymoon and actually like finish them into bag tags. Not for this bag, but another one that is already, like, I wrapped scarves around it, like light blue and white, so it's very bridal. And I want to put these on, but we'll see if we can even get to that because it's just so busy. Like, I have to cook for Thanksgiving and then right 2 days before our honeymoon because I'm crazy. I told everyone that we will still be doing our annual holiday party. It's our 4th annual holiday party, so we're doing that too. So there's a lot going on. 2 days before our holiday party is my coworker's holiday party, and a day before that is my husband's grandma's birthday, and then the day before that is our community tree lighting. So there's not a lot of nights or days because I work full time to work on these. So it's kind of making me nervous, but I'm gonna try to work on them today. And I know if I like put my mind to it, and just focus, I can finish these in the morning. So I might just do that in the morning, and then I'm going to need to start on, I'm making a Jerusalem artichoke soup for Thanksgiving dinner. And the Thanksgiving dinner's not here. We're not hosting. It's actually at my mother-in-law's house, so we're going to be going there. And then Max is making a smoked turkey because Max wants to smoke everything. He's just a boy. So yeah, that's what's going on. Life is really busy lately, but I love it. I love it. Trust me. I just have to clear off the dining table, and then our house is ready for the holiday party. I still have like a bunch of like holiday decor that I haven't used in the house, so I think I'm just gonna put it all away because I'm very overwhelmed, and I think it looks fine for the holiday party what I have out. So that's that. I'm gonna needlepoint away my little booty, my little heart away, and try to finish these today, and then I will regroup with you guys to see where my progress is at. And if we do finish, we will go next week, Wednesday, because I'm off Wednesday. We'll go to the craft store, get finishing supplies, and do these babies up. I'm really excited to just have them done, and that's like one less thing I have to worry about for the honeymoon. I also don't have like any, I'm the type of girl that needs new clothes for every event. So I did buy a whole new wardrobe for my honeymoon, and I haven't gotten anything that's like exercise except for like one golf dress. So I do want to get a couple of workout sets that are bridal-esque. So there's a couple of things that I need to still like order, buy, and then I think I'm ready to go. Unlike my husband, he didn't buy anything new. So we'll see how his groom outfits look. He doesn't really have a lot of vacation outfits, so it's going to be very interesting what he pulls together for St. Lucia. But okay, I'm just rambling now. I'll see you guys in a few.